Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. So in this week's food vlog, we're actually checking out another popular barbecue spot that's actually just outside of Austin called Lick BBQ. It's actually a beautiful scenic drive that takes you through these windy roads into kind of like the countryside before you get to Lick BBQ. Now, the grounds of Salt Lick is actually gigantic. They have a vineyard, they have like a kids playground. It is just a gigantic place. So going to Salt Lick is actually more than just going to a restaurant, it's an experience. And it's a very family-friendly experience. Now, Salt Lick is cash only, so if you do plan on going to Salt Lick, make sure you have cash. Otherwise, they also have ATM machines that you can use to get cash out of to pay for your meals. The great thing about Salt Lick is on the outside of the restaurant there are a bunch of picnic tables and even like a little stage where they will have live music on the weekends. So another thing with Salt Lick is it is a BYOB restaurant. So they do not actually serve alcohol at the restaurant, but you can bring your own beer or wine. Now, if you happen to forget your wine or beer, you can actually hop right next door to the Salt Lick wine cellars to pick up a bottle of wine or some beers and take it to the Salt Lick restaurant to enjoy while you eat. I actually really love the Salt Lick cellar on its own. I think it is such a beautiful space. The gardening and the landscape is absolutely gorgeous. What makes Salt Lick so special is it is an open pit barbecue that was started by Thurman Roberts and his wife and two sons back in 1967. So they literally started with this gigantic pit barbecue that they built and used recipes that were passed down through generations of their family. And from that original pit barbecue that's still there right now, they have just slowly expanded and have made a name for themselves here in Austin, Texas. So anyway, we actually went to Salt Lick on this occasion on a whim for lunch. And I've actually never had lunch at Salt Lick before. We've been to Salt Lick a number of times and it's always been for dinner, so I always get their barbecue plates. So when you first enter the restaurant, you will actually be able to see this pit barbecue upon entering the main kind of corridor on the left side. Then they'll take you into their large main dining room where you'll see a bunch of wooden picnic tables inside this like log style room, and it's just it just feels really homey, and I love that about going to Salt Lick. There's two different barbecue sauces, one with a red cap and one with a black cap. The red cap is their spicy barbecue sauce and the black cap is their original. Another thing that I really like about Salt Lick that is kind of very minor, but they use paper straws. I just love that they're that much more environmentally friendly. So like I said, Jordan and I actually went there for lunch, so we decided to get sandwiches instead of our usual barbecue plates that are actually phenomenal there. I decided to try the Marina's triple chop sandwich, which has chopped brisket, sausage, and ribs with some pickles and onions in this like amazingly soft white bun. It was so good. Jordan ended up getting their turkey sandwich, which actually has the turkey, lettuce, onions, tomatoes, and then their special sauce on top. We both ordered our sandwiches with a sandwich plate. So it comes with 3 sides, which are the potato salad, the coleslaw, and also their amazing beans. So it was a very filling lunch, but let me tell you, it is totally worth it because those were some of the best sandwiches I've ever had. Very messy though, so if you have wet wipes, I would definitely bring them along, but it is so delicious. The Marino's triple chop plate was this amazing blend of just different types of meat on this super soft, slightly sweet bun. And then when you add their barbecue sauce on top of it, it was just amazing. And then the sides go so well with it too because you know, I like that the sides don't have any meat in them, so it just, you know, tones down the meatiness from your sandwich. Everything just goes together so amazingly. And then I actually had a taste of Jordan's turkey sandwich also, and that was probably one of the best turkey sandwiches I had ever had. We knew though going into it that their turkey at Salt Lick is amazing because it is super moist and just very flavorful for what it is. If you guys have not been to Salt Lake, I highly recommend it for either lunch or dinner. Their menu is pretty much comprised of different variations of the meats and combos, and they have their desserts, which we did not get on this occasion because you know, it was lunch and I didn't want to be super weighed down, but they have some phenomenal desserts. Anyway guys, that is pretty much it for this week's food vlog, which is Salt Lake's barbecue for lunch, showcasing their sandwiches. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to click on that subscribe button right there so you see more videos like this. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!